Well, some children believed to be victims of human trafficking, or what some would describe as survivors of human trafficking, are now in the custody of the police in Jos Plateau State. They were rescued in the state capital inside 2 trucks conveying them to their destination. The police told Channels Television today that the command is currently screening the victims and meeting with the governments of Jigawa and Bauchi states to release their citizens back to them. The police public relations officer had explained that the minors, all male, are over 100 and were being transported from other states to Plateau as a major route. Well, for more on our top stories and others, please visit our website, channelstv.com and youtube.com/channelsweb. You can also watch us on the go on your mobile device. Log on to m.channelstv.com or download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS and Windows phones from the respective stores. Having the Channels TV and Channels 24 app will give you access to news and updates. You also have the Eyewitness feature, so you too can be part of the news. Just install the app, then tap and swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu and follow the instructions to reveal those pictures, videos or news of happenings around you. In 19 northern states, governors have begun the re-establishment of the Regional Commodity Trading Board to increase the current food prices by 300% for local farmers who have suffered underpricing since the board was scrapped years ago. Chairman of the Implementation Committee, Mr. Tanimu Yakubu, has been briefing Governor Samuel Ortom in Makurdi, the Benue State capital, on the sidelines of a meeting with the state's economic and agricultural agencies. Mr. Ortom notes that the 2017 budget seeks to create and add value to the entire agricultural value chain in Benue State.
If farmers have access to storage, if farmers have access to inventory credit, if they have access to an institution that will take their surplus produce, give them a receipt, and they take the receipt to a financier or bank who would discount such receipts and wait for 90 to 120 days, the wealth to our farmers could increase by between 200 and 300%. We need a formal commodity exchange, because it alone will have what I call the 3 I's: the institutions, the instruments and infrastructure that would provide our farmers access to global markets and also protect them from domestic colonizers.
We'll be talking about the entire value chain of the agricultural sector, and warehousing, storage is very critical aspect of the agricultural value chain. I believe that this innovation will definitely add value to a host of other things that you're going to talk in relationship to our economy.
Kogi State Governor Yahya Bello has declared a state of emergency in agriculture to boost food production and diversify the state's economy. Governor Bello disclosed this while speaking at a stakeholders meeting with some investors at the government house in Lokoja, the state capital.
I'm stepping into Agric Ministry. I have been asked to step in, and I'm going to step in. I am going to meet with the CBN governor as usual. I will meet with each GMD of banks that exist in Kogi State. For you to continue to have government patronage, you should be ready to give credit facility to our farmers. Mr. President took it upon himself, and he is leading the way towards revolutionizing agriculture. Why wouldn't I lead the way in revolutionizing agriculture in Kogi State?
And the President of Senate, Dr. Bukola Saraki, has restated the upper legislative chamber's commitment to ensuring that the Minna airport is upgraded to serve as an alternative to the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja. Senator Saraki was speaking on the sidelines of his condolence visit to Governor Abubakar Bello and the family of late former Governor of Niger State, Engineer Abdul Kadir Kure, who died recently. The renovation work on both the arrival and departure wings of the airport, which was initially built to serve as alternative to Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, was stopped by the last administration due to lack of funds.
Senators will be bringing it up on the floor of the Senate because we've seen the airport. We know the runway is very conducive. It's a shorter distance to Abuja, so it should not be in this state that is in. It is very disgraceful that it should be in this state, and I'm sure that we'll discuss it on the floor of the Senate to see what can be done to bring it fast to an international standard.
And to Ogun State, where the government has commenced the enforcement of the 70-meter setback along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway with the evacuation of illegal structures and shanties around the Kara market. Leading men and officers of the state ministries of urban and planning and the Ministry of Environment as well, the commissioners in charge of the ministries insist the action is necessary for sanity.
Incursions on the natural setback that our roads are meant to have. For instance, along this road, the federal government has 45 meter setback from the median, and immediately behind that, 25 meters to the state government, which is like a 70-meter setback from the median. But consistently, like I said, over time, if you had observed this road, you see disused vehicles, you see with stock of trade, everybody just displays their wares as they deem fit, almost like there are no rules and regulations. So we have embarked on this. Essentially, is to restore sanity to this road, this whole axis. It's not limited to here. We'll keep going down.
This is the continuation of the urban renewal program of His Excellency, particularly at this, border town, Isheri. If you remember, we were here last year for what we tagged the Project Go, Green Ogun. It's a continuation of that program, and which simply has as part of its schedule or terms of reference, if you will, to reclaim the setbacks and then to bring some sense of order.
The Cross River State government has commended the federal government for its insight towards sitting some developmental projects around the border communities in Bakassi local government area of the state. The Deputy Governor, Professor Ivara Esu, who gave the commendation when he received a team from the Border Commission Development Agency in Calabar, is also seeking for the speedy completion of the projects, which he believes will be beneficial to the Bakassi community.
We have seen that the effect has been dramatic. And that is why the government of Senator Professor Beda Ayade has decided that it will not only keep the State Border Communities Commission, but it was going to strengthen it by the kinds of quality personnel we have appointed, both to the agent to head the agency as well as board members. I want to assure the DG of the commission, of the board of the agency at the federal level, to feel free to continue to liaise continuously with our own staff, especially the DG of the commission.
We go hand in hand with the Federal Commission Development Agency of the federal government to see that these things that are supposed to have been done are being done. Basically providing the basic amenities, infrastructure, hospitals, clinics, the usual things that you would need in a community where the daily livelihood can carry on in peace and in relative prosperity.
And news across Nigeria returns with some stories from the south and the southeast.